Hang on. Hey, you guys, sorry I'm late. I had a phone call I had to take. Um, Hold on. My morning has been kind of crazy. We're going to talk about a couple cases today, and I've got a couple other things that I want to just put out there. So let's get to it, y'all. All right, let me pull up our jellyfish. Jellyfish. My nerves get bad, you guys. When I start getting stressed, my voice goes, and then I start shaking real bad. It's freaking crazy. This is from Shin Shawana's world. Just shows our beautiful jellyfish. Damn, who all I got in the house today? Sassy Aunt. Hey, Nana. How are you today? Hey, Poppy. Child. Genevieve. It's all right, Genevieve. Kiki's in the house already. Kiki, dang. Hey, Stephen. Okay, so I just want to mention this before it gets blown out of proportion, because I know it probably will. Crystal, hang on. I'm just going to show you guys because I know people are going to take it and take it out of context. And so I'm just going to show you guys. And why that I thought what I thought. Now, Crystal's Crime Conversations, I am sub to her, right? Your head's blown out of proportion. So I am sub to Crystal's Crime Conversations. Well, I seen her live today, and the title said from the Porch Talk. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you real quick the title. From the Porch Talk. Now, when I seen that, I automatically thought that she might have been, using my content to talk about something that I've talked about on my channel, because all of my videos, the majority of my lives are titled Porch Talk. That's what we've used, hey Nanya, for a long time over here, right? So when I seen that, I thought maybe she was maybe showing something that I showed, or, nothing nefarious. Nothing nefarious. And I still don't think anything nefarious was going on. That's the only reason I'm mentioning it right now, because somebody will take it and run and try to cause a problem. There's not a problem. So I went into chat and I said, is there a channel called Porch Talk? Okay, so anyhow, and I tried not to think that something was happening, for fucked up reasons. And so I did ask, I went into chat and I said, is there a channel called Porch Talk? Could you drop me the link? Just out of respect for if there's a channel called Porch Talk that I don't know about, I wouldn't want to have people think um, that I'm like associated with that channel to get their subs and stuff, right? Because I'm not like that. I don't do that. Now, Crystal said that I don't know what happened or whatever, and she was on the porch and having conversations with everybody. I don't care about that. I really don't. Um, it was just the way that the title was. Um, I don't know. I thought, that, like I said, that she possibly was going to be talking about something that I had talked about previously. And I don't care. I mean, I really don't care about anything like that. But it was just kind of weird to me because, I use Porch Talk on my channel so much, and I have had for a long time. Now, Crystal said when she gets a chance, she'll go in and change it up. And I thanked her for that. And I still thank her for that. But I know that there are people that would take that and make it into something that it's not. Okay? So that's the only reason I mentioned it. Hey, Nada, is because there's no drama. There's nothing like that. Okay? So, and that's the end of it. I can't make people not use Porch Talk. I mean, I really can't. But like I said, you're right, Chai. Some people don't have anything better to do at all. Okay, so we are going to start by talking about shit. No, we're not going to be talking about shit, literally. And I'm trying to find an interview. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it or not. I don't know why lately I've been getting really, hey, little Deb. I don't know. I've been really sensitive lately. Too much sensitive, I think. But anyhow. All right, let's start with missing Devin Wise from Glasgow, Kentucky. She was last seen on August 2nd, 2024. She is 17 years old. Her height is 5'9". Her weight is 140 pounds. The Barron County Sheriff's Office says she could be with her boyfriend. And down in the right-hand corner here, that's the boyfriend, Baylor LeGrand. She has brown hair and hazel eyes. I truly pray that she is with her boyfriend and that she's being treated well. Unfortunately, and let me pull up a little bit more. Let's see if we can find out. I have a fucking hard time getting back in the swing of things. DEVYNN. DEVYNN. I don't know why lately. I just feel like my content's been shitty. Well, some people would probably say that it was shitty before, but now one article actually says that she's 16. Um, there is an update from 4 hours ago. Devin was last seen Friday, August the 2nd. She is still missing. They still believe that she is with her boyfriend. Any information about Devin Wise should call 270-651-5151. And that was updated at 9:40 this morning. So, yeah, she had to have just turned 17. And that's, that's really interesting because we looked at Casey Brumette, right? Casey was 17, getting ready to turn 18. Now, oh, thanks, Nana. Now, I think in some cases, and this is just my opinion, I guess I need to get my banner up there. When these, I'll say girls and boys, realize that they're close to turning 18, and if there is DV in that house, if there are children in the home that are being neglected or, ABUSEB, then these kids are realizing that they can leave. Hey, the mouse. That they can leave. Poppy, did I say hi to you? And if they can hide out long enough, they're going to be 18 soon. They're going to be 18 soon. Luckily, with Casey, she did make a Snapchat or whatever they call it, saying that she was absolutely okay. While doing that, she talks about things happening in the home of her mother and father, right? I know her mother, there was nothing like that. Her boyfriend was a bad influence. I warned her mother about you too. That's good, Flies. That is really good. I'm always available if her mother ever wants to talk. But if if a mother or father of a missing child came on my channel and had a conversation, I would not allow them to be attacked at all. And let's look at the Casey Brumette case, we'll call it, and what has happened there. Unfortunately, this is my opinion, the wrong the wrong people got involved with Casey's case. Okay? And it's been a big whoopla on YouTube. All right? Jimbo had problems that were caused by Casey's father and family or whatever. And then you've got Ernie, saying everybody's kidnapped her, even after Casey did a video on, or Snapchat or whatever, saying that she was okay. She did not look like she was in duress at all. She did not look like she was being forced to make any statement whatsoever. And I commend that little girl for coming on and letting people know that, it's not what they're making it look like. All right. Now, I know a lot of people didn't like the fact that Nicolina had, went on Ernie's and said that Casey was there and all this other stuff. And from my understanding, that all happened because somebody had put it out or something, that Nicolina had, or I don't know. I can't keep up with that stuff. Okay. But what I would love for everybody to keep in mind, we're talking about children here. And even though these 16, 17-year-old girls will soon be 18, we're still talking about children here. And how did people lose sight of that so quickly? Right? Then, and I'm telling you guys, I had so much more I wanted to say about the Fred and a body part. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how people can just so nonchalantly say things like that. I don't understand that. It's so sad to me. But I'm going to tell you guys something. If you all really believe that Fred has a piece of Summer, I'll say, and that he's holding on to that. So if somebody comes at him or whatever, no. Do you not think his ass would not be charged with something if he was caught with that? His ass would be charged with either the red rum itself or what do they call it? Something with a body. It's sad. It is sad. And why would anyone come out after 3 years of Summer missing and put that out there? And allegedly, the person who started the little telephone line with it was Cotton's ex-wife. After 3.5 years, why? Tampering with evidence and abuse of a corpse. Abuse of a corpse. Right? So everyone can freaking think That is true. I mean, to each their own. But if you really don't think that Fred would not get charged with something, who the fuck keeps a body part of a little missing girl as leverage? I don't get it. Yeah, you would. I don't know. I don't know. So, Devin Wise. Now, what bothers me about this, Flies mentioned that the boyfriend, how did you put it? The boyfriend being a bad influence. That's kind of disheartening. That is kind of disheartening. Could possibly he be keeping her from coming home or contacting a parent? I don't know. I do not know. But let's pray that she's found. We'll pray that she's found. Now, we're going to hop over here. This is disgusting. And I want to make sure. Hang on. Let's get our jellyfish back up there. I want to, hang on, I got to get the exact story. Let me get that off there. All right, I just did that update. Hold on. Let me pull it back up. That's not what I want. All right, let me go ahead and pull this up. This man pled guilty to 3 counts of RAPE of a child. It happened in 2023, I want to say. On August 8th, 2024, Victor Everett Jones, age 63, appeared in the criminal court of Putnam County with his attorneys, where he entered a guilty plea to 3 counts of R of a child. He acknowledged that on 3 separate occasions, he actually penetrated a child who was less than 13 years of age. Right? Less than 13 years of age. These offenses occurred in the home of Victor Jones. During the investigation, Jones admitted to the crimes disclosed by the victim. He was sentenced to serve 15 years in the custody of the Department of Corrections, to be served at 100%. He will also be listed on the SEX offender registry 15 years. Now, the victims, it says victims, not victim, victims, gave impact statements. I've been trying to find those impact statements. Now, Victor Jones served as the public works director for the city of Allgood, Tennessee. He was known in the community. Persons who prey on children are often persons who are in a position of trust. Now, I was going to pull up the victim's impact statement, but I don't want to pay for a subscription. I don't want to pay for that subscription to that individual newspaper. So I will find them. I will be on the hunt for them. So Victor right here, 63, white male. Intake was 12/8/2022. Aggravated sexual battery in 2022. So the crime had to have happened. I'll pull it up. Hang on. Hold on. I'm looking for. Wait, Sassy Ann sent me that. Okay, let me pull my email up real quick. I know Sassy Ann sent me something, and I thought that was it. Well, I thought she did. Here it is. Okay, this is on Facebook. This is the Nick Barris. Guilty of RAPE of a child. District Attorney Brian Dunaway of 13th Judicial District in Tennessee reports 63-year-old Victor Everett Jones has entered a guilty plea on 3 counts of RAPE of a child. Jones acknowledged that on 3 separate occasions he actually penetrated a child who was less than 13. They occurred in his home. I think this is pretty much. This is what bothers me about that. What the hell is that? Yeah, I was going to pull that up here in just a minute. So this is what bothers me on this, and just give me just a second. So allegedly he'll be out if he's at 78 years old. They say if he lives that long behind bars, he'll be considered a registered offender. Please keep these victims in your prayers. Jones' victims showed great courage to come forward and put a stop to his behavior. Lock him up, Nick Barris says. So, if these victims were under 13, I don't know. I'm going to be on the hunt for the victims' impact statements and see that if I cannot find those without having to pay, like I said, for a subscription to that newspaper. And it's okay. Everybody wants a buck. Everybody needs a dollar now. I mean, shit. I don't understand this. And I can't make it any bigger. But it says count 1, 2, and 3, which are the three the three that he admitted to are of a child. The filing was March 6, 2023. That man had a $250,000 bond. $250,000 bond. Why would they even give someone like that a bond? I just think that sometimes the courts are by the courts per se giving someone like this a bond at all kind of says to me that not that the offenses aren't serious, but yet not serious enough that you would give a man who pled guilty to 3 charges of RAPE of a child under 13 in his own home a bond. I don't know if that even made sense. The courts are open in favor of the defendant. Well, it kind of seemed that way, right? A judge does not have to set a bond. It might be a Fourth Amendment right, but there's many cases that we've covered involving children. Well, I guess those were basically red rums, right? Thank you, flies. But it bothers me, our world today. It just seems to me like we're not doing things to help our children who are in need. Right? It just seems like there's nothing helping that situation. But as far as YouTube, I guess people are gonna make content that their subs and stuff want to hear. And it's just sad to me that, you know, it was very hard to hear someone talking about summer that way. But I mean, that creator knows what she needs to do to keep her subs happy, I guess. Right? For real. Thank you, flies. But yes, it is very it can be very frustrating. Very frustrating. Um let me see what else I got here. Did I play this? Oh, this is. Did I play? I think I played this. This is the GoFundMe page. See, this is what I don't understand with the Casey Brumette stuff, right? I can imagine, Nana. I can imagine. But the thing about it is, you guys, I mean, I I I really don't watch Prayer Garden. Um, and I've heard some of the outlandish, crazy stuff that she's put out before. But I think this really was over the top. Over the top. She said she talked to law enforcement, from my understanding, but I'm sorry if I heard something like that, and I talked to law enforcement about it. I just wouldn't use it for my channel. Hey, Sue. What's GB? You got a little bitty GB on there. But I haven't went over and looked, but I bet she's got a lot of views off of that, right? Yeah. Oh, you had another rant on Facebook today? I haven't went to my Facebook today. I guess I should go to my Facebook today. I love your rants, Nana. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'm on here. Um, Kiki, a lot of people played it on other channels. When I played it, it was from a different channel. Okay. So Nana is not happy on Facebook. Part two. Part two, Nana. Let's see what you had to say. All right. Well, I guess I shouldn't show. I don't have to show it. I don't have to show it. Let's not get real personal there. Sorry about that. All right. Facebook asks again. So here's round two. Wow. What an unbelievable lie from Prayer Garden of America. I was absolutely so sick and upset for Summer and her family. Yes, I support freedom of speech. However, I don't support misinformation, disinformation, and bold faced lies. There's absolutely zero proof of any of the things that PGOA stated is true. Dang, girl, you did go on a rant. All right, here we go. Are y'all ready? Here we go. Is Fred Hill a suspect? Absolutely yes. There's also zero proof anything Fred said is correct. Yes, his times have changed multiple times from 6 to 7 cars hauled off to now no cars were hauled off. Fred stated he has an RSO monitor on his phone where he got notifications every time someone visited 110. What? He loves to lurk. What the heck does that mean? He stated he has an RSO monitor on his phone where he got notifications every time someone visited 110. You know, the phone that doesn't work in the holler and no one has service. Yeah, that phone. Fred has changed his story and timeline of June 15th, 2021 multiple times. Fred also stated multiple more things without any type of proof and or receipts. Regardless of how I feel about hashtag Fred said, right's right and wrong is wrong. What PGOA did in her live is totally wrong. It is my humble opinion. Fred's accusations are wrong too. No one should be accusing anyone for Summer's disappearance without proof/receipts. So, PGOA, you have hit the lowest of the lows from your YouTube live Saturday, August 10th, 2024. The way that you describe baby summer moon is despicable. Did someone tell you this horrific story? I don't know, but why the fuck would you put it on YouTube? Thank you, Nana. I've seen and heard some of the worst accusations from you multiple times without proof/receipts. Can you imagine if Summer Moon was your child or grandchild? Would you want to hear this allegation on YouTube? Not that it matters to PGOA, but I'm so disappointed in you. I've never cared for you and / or your channel due to the misinformation, disinformation, and bold-faced lies that you spew out of your mouth. You know, the mouth that is righteous and loves God. Yeah, that mouth. Ma'am, you are going to have some explaining to do when you get to heaven. God don't like ugly, and ma'am, what you did was ugly. I would have tagged you in this post like I did Fred, but you have me blocked on YouTube and Facebook. So I'm not talking shit behind your back. I'm a grown-ass woman and I don't hide. Please, for the love of God and everything holy, take the GD live down. The live after PGOA that Ziggy and Fred did was also horrible. Summer is not a game and / or content. Stop it already. Y'all are going to keep on and someone's going to be unalived. Do you want someone else's blood on your hands? The information y'all are putting out without proof/receipts is unbelievable. Until the next rant. That's a good rant, Nana. Well spoken. Well spoken. That was a good one. You know, this is the thing about it. Sometimes you hate to say anything about someone doing something like this because you're basically giving them attention. And, you know, that's one thing I notice about Ziggy also is that any attention to her is good attention. And that's some of those creators are like that. From my understanding, she might have doubled down last night, but she still did not show any receipts. Still didn't show receipts. How do you have a freaking RSO monitor on your phone? Is that even a thing? I know that you can get, of course, the Amber Alerts and stuff on your phone. But how would an alert go off for an RSO that was going to 110? That makes no sense to me. None at all. It's okay, little Dab. Bold face lie. Yeah, that does. I mean, seriously, I don't know how that could freaking happen. I don't. Yeah, I don't know how that could happen. Um, let me see if I got the. Hang on. Let me holler at my son real quick. Okay, sorry. I was checking with Chad. He's supposed to be sending me the video of the guy that was out in the road last night messed up. She said it could endanger their life like it did Cotton. This freaking bothers me a lot too. You people get on YouTube and they say things and then they're like, you know, I don't want to say who it is, it could endanger their life. If you really cared that somebody's life was going to be endangered, you wouldn't be putting anything that that person has to say out on YouTube. Yes, every RSO would have to wear a monitor and have an app. Uh, maybe it wasn't an app. This is just my opinion. Maybe it wasn't an app. Maybe you, Fred, personally know all the RSOs in the area. Huh? You know, when somebody is a substance manufacturer and dealer, they don't care if the people they're dealing to are RSOs. They don't care if they're red rummers. They don't care. Right? So pull your little app out, Fred, and go back and tell us who the RSOs were that were going to 110 Ben Hill Road. Because I don't think and you have an app that's telling you. I mean, for real. But people believe this stuff. People believe this stuff. They don't have a, they don't have your state website has an app to let you know if RSOs are in the area. So you can always know if they're in the area. There's no way that there's an app that shows you exactly where these people's locations are. That right there would be a problem, I would think. But he didn't have a phone, allegedly, because Ziggy and her sub sent him one after the first meeting. Huh. Yeah, because they were talking on Messenger, right? Didn't their little flingy fling kind of start on Facebook Messenger? I don't know what you're talking about, Rugs. Yeah. Yeah, if an RSO lives in your area, not if they're traveling. Right? Oh, okay, little Deb, I get it. Sorry. Thanks for dressing it up. How sad. It's all freaking sad. I am just really tired of sadness. I really am. I am tired of sadness. Oh, okay, hang on. I'm trying to find that word. I am trying to find the DRUGS word so I can take it off. Why isn't my, which that should be moving. But the sad thing about it is, you guys, like I said, she's saying that stuff. She's saying that stuff, Prayer Garden is. And instead of people really listening to what's being said, thank you, Lil Deb. Instead of listening to what's really being said and using a little bit of common sense, especially because she's talking about Summer Moon Utah Wells. These creators know how much Summer's community love her and how they hang on anything that might help find her, right? Well, and I can understand that they're ankle monitored pre-trial and they're out on bond, but I don't see any state having an app that's going to let a civilian who is not in any type of law enforcement watch where these people are going. Especially a substance manufacturer. Yes, those monitors only go to law enforcement. Only go to law enforcement. But it is very scary. It's just very scary how, let me tell you, yeah, not a known math dealer. I would think that's the last person that law enforcement would give any type of thing like that to. All that, in my opinion, Fred has done is try to keep his narrative going, having his wife help him, making people believe that he knows all this inside information about the Summer Wells case. Right? Put an 8 in chat if you believe anything that Fred Hill has said that concerns the Summer Wells case. I told you guys the math wasn't mathing. The math wasn't mathing. Do you guys remember the, I believe her name was Katie, and her uncle got put in the same facility as this man who unalived his niece, I believe, and they held this man down, and the uncle put, I believe it was on his forehead, tattooed Katie's name, Katie's Revenge or something on what truth, Genevieve? What truth has, what do you think that Fred has said that you believe, Genevieve? I do realize some, after they have been on register, gets their name removed. Yeah. I'm just curious, Genevieve. I'm not coming at you or nothing. I'm just curious on what he has said that you do believe. If you go back and you look at the timeline that he gave from the beginning, and, you know, they wanted to say Don Wells was pointing in the finger at everybody. Fred was pointing in the finger at everybody, especially people who were no longer on this earth, right? And I'm sure that a couple things Fred has said is the truth. But I think the things that he might have told the truth about is irrelevant with Summer's case. You can't never forget, you can never forget the things Fred has done to others, I'll say. I don't understand how Fred said that he was down on Beach Creek, right? That's the road right there. And 3:30ish, sees Andy going back to the back of the holler, and he's waiting for Andy to come back out. I don't know if he's lying about it or not. I don't know, Fred. But I know it doesn't make any sense. So then you've got a man who, I mean, at one time shot somebody in the neck that was questioned about the unaliving of Roy Cotton Simpson while he was in jail. You also have Detective Pruitt who says, don't believe everything Fred says. But this is the way I feel about it. I think the body part is a bullshit little, uh, let's get people riled up. Let's do something for shock value. Because that is the stupidest thing I ever heard. I'm telling you, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. And I mean, yeah. But they shouldn't have made fun of it. You know, him and Ziggy should not have made fun of that at all. Yeah, I feel that way too. I feel a lot of what Fred is saying, he has lied and lied and lied. Absolutely. Because the math don't math. Yeah. Well, and then this is the thing. Then a lot of times you got Ziggy speaking for Fred. Allegedly, Ziggy wasn't there the day Summer went missing. So Ziggy's going by what Fred said. A lot of it she's going by with what Fred said. Yeah, it wasn't funny. It wasn't. But, you know, when you watch a lot of these YouTube creators, a lot of what they put out, they do use a lot of shock value in that. And what better way to, if you're a creator and you only cover one case, and it's getting to a point where, you know, maybe your views are going down a little bit, or, you know, you're not getting as many super chats or super thanks, and, you know, things are kind of petering off. What better way to rejuvenate your channel if you're only talking about one specific case than to do something for shock value? So I don't know. It's heartbreaking though. I've heard so many different things, like I said, and to hear that was pretty devastating. That was pretty devastating. So sad. Yeah, I got Todd's birthday's tomorrow. His birthday is tomorrow. I don't know what we'll be doing though. I don't I kind of hate to talk. I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. There is something else I wanted to talk about. Let me find it here. Let me find it, chickies. I know it's on here. It was a really interesting story. No, 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 no. All right, where the fuck you at? Where are y'all? Did you guys know that they said Riley Strain consumed 12 to 15 alcoholic drinks before his death? I wonder how they knew that. All right, let me try to get this story up. All right, here we go. This is from August 9th, 2024. And this is how we roll over here. Hey, H. Davis, with facts. Facts, facts, facts. So, mother 19 charged with red rum after baby allegedly wrapped in wet blanket and placed in front of air conditioner, found unalived. Three adults have been arrested and charged with cruelty to a child in the second degree and red rum in the second degree. Oh my Lord. 19 years old. Police in Georgia have charged a mother and two other individuals with red rum after placing a 3-month-old baby after a 3-month-old baby passed away from allegedly being wrapped in a wet blanket and placed in front of an air conditioner. Why would anyone do that? On Tuesday, August 6th, the Richmond County Sheriff's Office responded to a call at a Budget Inn hotel about an unknown situation after 2 a.m. Upon their arrival, law enforcement state that the infant, Josiah Noel Sirite, was found wrapped in a wet blanket inside a car. Okay, so Josiah was found wrapped in a blanket inside a car seat next to an air conditioning unit at a hotel. According to the outlets, the unit was allegedly set to 61 degrees for an unknown amount of time, while the baby's mother, September Day Asia Sarite, 19, and two other adults, Lamisha Diane Sarite, 42, and Benny Antonio Nash, 39, remained in the room and lounged on a couch and bed. The baby was transported to Wellstar MCG Health for treatment, where he was pronounced unalive at 2:37 a.m. I'll check into it, H. What state was it in, honey? If you can let me know the state it was in. Oh, thanks, loves to lurk. Hey, Cotton Candy. Cotton Candy. Oh, in Indiana. Well, I will pull it up and check it out, H. Thank you. So, law enforcement was called at 2. By 2:37, the baby was pronounced unalive. The baby passed away from hypothermia and respiratory failure. Of course, we know hypothermia occurs after a body is exposed to cold, wet, or windy conditions. Eventually, with continued exposure to the cold temperatures, your body uses up its stored energy and your temperature begins to fall. Hypothermia is a medical emergency and needs immediate treatment. Babies have the highest surface area for the weight and lose heat most rapidly. The 3 adults have been arrested and charged with cruelty to a child in the 2nd degree and red rum in the 2nd degree. Oh my gosh. If you suspect child abuse, call the Child Help National Hotline at 1-800-4-A-CHILD or 1-800-422-4453 or go to www.childhelp.org. All calls are toll free and confidential. Hotline is available 24/7 in more than 170 languages. All right, there is a lot about this case. I want to know, why did they wrap the baby in a freaking wet blanket? Now, mom was only 19. Let's pop over to, oh, thank you, Cotton Candy. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, this is from August 9th, 2024. Yeah, I love you too, Cotton Candy. Thank you so much. I know you guys, I don't know why. I've just been so frustrated lately. And I need to get back to, I want to kind of get back to where I used to be. And it's just hard right now. And I think I'm trying too hard. I think that I'm trying too hard because before I never really had to worry about a lot of things, and now it's like I got to worry about things. So, oh, thank you. Okay, so this was published August the 9th. Mom did nothing as boyfriend beat her son to death because she was too eager to be in a relationship with a man. How freaking... How many times have we heard this? Right? A lot. A lot. So, here is Nicole Aguilar, and Daniel Garcia. In August of 2021, these are mugshots from 2021. Trigger warning, content warning. The following article contains disturbing descriptions of child abuse. A mother and her ex-boyfriend have been found guilty in connection to the beating death of her 5-year-old son, whose body was found in a remote Colorado ravine in 2021. So they found the baby in a ravine in Colorado in 2021. On Tuesday, August 6th, Nicole Aguilar, 28, who had accepted a plea deal in exchange for testifying at trial against her former boyfriend, was sentenced to 15 years behind bars. The mother had pled guilty to charges of injury to a child with serious bodily injury by omission in her son's death. So mom testifies against the boyfriend and is given 15 years behind bars. A parent's responsibility is to protect her child. But Dominic's mother said and did nothing as she watched her child be unalived by abuse at the hands of her boyfriend. She neither sought to intervene in the physical abuse nor seek adequate medical care for her battered son. We've covered way too many freaking cases. Way too many. Where these women, and she's not a young mother. She is not a young mother. She did nothing as her boyfriend beats her child to death. Her ex, Daniel Garcia, 29, is slated for sentencing on what prosecutors called a similar charge to the mother's on Wednesday, August 14th. So we'll see what he ends up getting on the 14th. He is appearing in court for a red rum case that within hours of deliberations. Okay, wait a minute. I'm kind of confused. Hours of deliberation, a jury found him guilty in May of injury. Okay, injury to a child resulting in death. A charge downgraded from the original red rum charge. That makes no sense. The couple was living with 5-year-old Dominique Patrick Aguilar Acevedo at the Wood Springs Suites, which is an extended stay hotel. Daniel struck the body of Dominic with such force, trigger warning, that Dominique was thrown against a wall to the hotel room, and Dominique bounced off that wall before striking the floor. Afterward, Aguilar later recalled, per the court documents, that her son had vomited and her boyfriend went to clean him up. and a short time later told Nicole that Dominic had passed away. In the early hours of July 25th, Garcia was seen in a video surveillance footage described by the investigators as carrying what appeared to be the lifeless body of the boy out of room 301 and down the hotel staircase. The couple, who had reserved the room until July 29th and left early without checking out, then drove in their car to Fraser County, Colorado, about a 15-hour trip of nearly 1,000 miles. They disposed of the boy's body in a remote location close to their campsite. Wow. Aguilera later told investigators the couple decided together not to report Dominic's death. Then they continued driving across the Mexico border to Costa Rica. Aguilera's mother ultimately called the FBI after the worried grandmother tracked Aguilar to Costa Rica and questioned her about Dominic's whereabouts. Good for you, Grandma. Mother and grandmother then returned to the makeshift burial site with law enforcement and recovered the boy's body for a proper burial. On August 25th, 2021, law enforcement pulled the boy, still in his clothes he had been wearing when he was carried from the motel stairs, out of a deep ravine, noting in the narrative summary that he had been exposed to the elements and animal activity for almost a full month. How horrifying. Dominic had suffered ongoing extensive physical abuse at the hands of his mother's boyfriend, per the court documents, which note that the mother later admitted to witnessing multiple attacks in the 3 weeks leading up to the baby's passing. Once she said she watched her injured son vomiting a black and brown liquid substance, but she didn't do anything about it. Aguilera also told investigators that the couple had also discussed the possibility of losing custody of their other children. Other children. What? Later that August, guess what? They broke up. They broke up and were arrested separately in Florida. Wow. Freaking sick. Sick, sick, sick. All right. Hang on. I want to see. Let's just listen to this. Let's listen to. There might be a commercial. My AirPods. I'll hear everything. Well, you go camping with the boys. All right. Here we go. Oh, shit. Hang on. What the hell? Here we go. Wait, that's not it. How did I get that? Okay, here we go. What in the world? Oh, oh, hang on. Yeah. That's what I thought. An error had occurred because that didn't make any sense. That did not make any sense. I'm sorry, you guys. Let's get, here we go. A man was found guilty of fatally beating his ex-girlfriend's 5-year-old son. This was May 29th, 2024. So he was found guilty of beating the ex-girlfriend's 5-year-old. No, wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right case. Okay. A 5-year-old son Wednesday afternoon. Daniel Garcia was charged with the death of Dominic Aguilar Acevedo and burying the boy's body in Colorado back in 2021. The trial began last week. The Bexar County jury deliberated on Wednesday for a couple hours before delivering the guilty verdict. Garcia was originally charged with the red run, but prosecutors decided to charge him with injury to a child resulting in death. So why would they change the charge, I wonder? So, okay, I'm confused now. The mother, we know, got 15 years. She testified against Garcia, the boyfriend, as part of a plea deal. Garcia could face a maximum punishment of life in prison. Okay, we're just going to have to check on the 14th and see exactly what he gets charged with. That's the only thing I know to do. Wow. Well, I mean, the thing about it is, you don't, I was a mother at a young age too. When I had my daughter, I was, gosh, I graduated. What do you want me to look at? There's nothing there, Sassy Ann. There's nothing there. So I'm not sure what you're wanting me to look at. Totally confused. All right, hang on. You're not sending me an email. I've not gotten any new emails. Huh. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't, I'm not getting an email from you, Sassy Ann, so I don't know. Didn't get it. So we'll definitely keep an eye out on August 14th for that to happen. Well, it's just weird to me, and that I wonder if that was her mother at the hotel with her, right? because they wrapped the baby. Why would you wrap a baby in a wet blanket and then have it in the car seat and have the air conditioning on about as cold as you can get it? Was the child already, did the child already pass away? It sounds like they were definitely trying to. I'll have to find it again. I don't know what I did with it. I accidentally clicked out of it. But that doesn't make any sense to me. Oh shit, that's me. Hold on. Hold on, I'm showing my own freaking shit. So, okay. Please pray for a local toddler who was pulled from Boone Lake after the mom intentionally drove them into the lake while under the influence. Kalina Young, 21, is charged with attempted first-degree red rum, felony reckless endangerment, driving under the influence, and aggravated child abuse and neglect. Here she is. You can check that out on Trevor Lee's Facebook, I guess. All right. Anybody got anything they want to say about anything? I'm going to drop the link. Feel free to take it. I've got, as far as I know, one more part to the Shelby Shell trial. So I want to get that finished up. So part 6 is going to be the end of the Shelby Shell trial. Now, I got a little frustrated because it's very obvious in the Shelby Shell trial that justice, in my opinion, was not served for Ronnie King. It sounds like there was more than one individual who committed that crime. That's the way I feel about it from listening to what we've covered so far. Also, in my opinion, a lot of that trial was, from what we've seen, is basically the defense trying to show Ernie Shell's inconsistencies, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. We've listened to it ourselves. So, we pretty much know that there were untruths that were told in that. Okay. So, part 6 is going to be Ronnie King's family, speaking about Ronnie King. And I wanted to just give them a complete time slot for themselves. There is so much about this case that, I can't find some information that I've been looking for and stuff, and it's pretty frustrating. So I'm going to go ahead and do the part 6, and then that's going to be it unless something new comes out. Because a lot of the creators, they took a lot of their content down because they were getting threatened by other people about even putting the content up to start with. So I'm not gonna, put anybody in a position to where they're gonna be harassed. Um, that's just not me. I don't try to put people in a situation um, for any harm to come to them at all. So yes, my opinion, um, that all was a little it just, I don't know, it wasn't done right. But what we have to remember, everything that I've showed you that consisted of Shelby's trial and these witness accounts testifying, um, that trial ended in a mistrial, 6-6. It ended in a mistrial, 6-6. Then, instead of going back to trial, Shelby pled to complicity and took a 20-year sentence. But then we have to remember also, if I remember correctly, that there were 5-year sentences that were added on. Was it 2 5-year sentences added on because of some trouble that Shelby had actually got into while he was in jail? They claimed he kidnapped a couple guards and had contraband and all kinds of stuff like that. So um, I don't know if I will ever get what I'm looking for to show you guys. It's not out there anywhere. It was considered a so-called documentary where it was Ernie Shell's family talking about Ernie um, and the family. And even if I wouldn't show it on my channel, I would still love to see it. But I don't know who could possibly have it. Um, right now with everything going on with the Ernie stuff, there are people who are uh, kind of looking for that, and I don't know. It's just not been found. Well, I don't think people are. Yeah, that could be Poppy. But why make the blanket wet? Why would you have the blanket wet? That's the weird thing. That's the weird thing. So, well, if it was that easy, little Deb, did you guys know that um, if you go and look, there's a lot of women nowadays that don't want to get married. They don't want to have kids. Um, that stuff's really going on. So, I'll probably, it is, gosh, it's already almost 4 o'clock. I thought I came on at 2. Yeah, I guess I did. All right, I'm going to get my butt off of here, and I definitely won't be coming on tonight. I will, Yeah, I did. I came on it too. Um, definitely not going to come on tonight. Tomorrow for sure. Um, it's going to be early. Hopefully around 11. 11, probably 1 o'clock. I'll schedule it for 1 o'clock. We're going to get part 6 done of the Shelby Shell trial. And like I said, if anything new comes my way after that, we'll definitely, see if we can put it out there or what. But yeah, if the world was just as simple as saying no to XEX or someone getting fixed, you know, it's very sad. Very sad. Thank you, Flies. And thank you, Cotton Candy. Thank you. I appreciate you, girl. I do. And just so I can say again, before anybody takes you know, uh Crystal and my thing to a whole new level, we're not doing that. We're not going there. I didn't was my reaction and questions that I did in chat. Feel free to go grab them if you want to. Um, that was not done to uh, be crappy towards her in any way at all. And we're cool with each other, and we're going to continue to be cool with each other. I don't have a problem with her whatsoever. I just got confused. Yeah, I really did get confused because I was like, okay, wait, you know. So I'm getting my ass off here. You guys have a great day. Hang out, have some fun. Um, you know, for real, for real. You wasn't feeling well? I know, Salty Fry. It's just hard. I don't know. I try to not get I try not to get myself um too emotional. But the problem is when I get stressed, um I start losing my voice. So you can always tell if I'm, stressed because the first thing to go is my voice. But I've always tried to um, think about things that, it's not going to make me feel so sad or whatever. But I think with his birthday being tomorrow, um, yeah, I think just thinking about that because he passed away July 6th at 1:13 a.m. So on August 6th was the month anniversary, and now his birthday. So I don't know. It's just been a lot. It's and I mean, things that he took care of, even the most simplest thing that he took care of, it ended up being a lot for me. Being a lot for me. He always took care of having the person mow the grass. Um, this is what's fucked up about that. When I ask um, about, I inquired about this person who mowed our grass having a tool that belonged to Todd, I got ghosted. The guys never came over and said fucking one word to me, which kind of makes me think now Why? Why? I never had a problem with that guy before. Why? So, I did get somebody to come mow it because it was so high. And then me and my daughter took me and we went and bought a lawnmower. So it was a nice little self-propelled lawnmower. So now I'm just going to keep up with it myself. I'm going to do that. But that's so stupid, right? That is so stupid that would bother me the way it did. Yeah, God handles it, doesn't he? For real. So it's just been a lot, I think. I'll be all right, though. I always am. I end up okay at the end of the day. Hanging out on my porch, talking to my friends, and it's all good in the end. But as soon as my son can send me the video of that guy out there last night, I'll make sure I show you guys. The police did end up picking him up. The police ended up picking him up. He was pretty messed up. When I went out there, I was like, man, sit down. You're going to have a heart attack. He was like, no, I don't want you to have a heart attack. And I was like, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you. Whatever he was doing, I mean, he was jumping around and all this other shit. It was crazy. I ain't seen that in my hood for a long time. So, freaking crazy. But at least he was taken to either the hospital or jail. I don't know. But remember these babies. Remember they need our prayers. And it's sad that that these babies are being put through this by adults. Like I said, how many cases have we heard, hey Kirst, that mom has a boyfriend? Mom don't want to lose her boyfriend. So mom allows boyfriend to do horrible things to their children. And what gets me about that is when it was reported that mom and boyfriend didn't want to say that the baby passed away because of the possibility of losing the other children. Why do these boyfriends slash stepdaddies pick certain children in the home? A lot of times we hear about one child being abused or unalived, and then they'll talk about the other siblings in the house. Gabriel Hernandez, there were other siblings in the house. Why does it seem like, oh, thank you, Sassy Ann. Thank you, honey. Why does it seem like that these, what are the reasons these men are um, specifically targeting one child out of the home? I don't know. Maybe we can talk about that. Thank you, Sassy Ann. Thank you, sweetie. For real. Yeah. And these moms allow it. And you have to think too, some of these mothers, they've got 2, 3, 4 kids, right? And I think, and this is just my opinion, that the way some of these mothers feel are that they're lucky they have this boyfriend, right? They're lucky they have this boyfriend who's gonna stay at home and watch the kids for them. Look at little Madeline Soto. Look at Maddie Soto. I still hope that her mother, Jennifer Soto, gets charged with something. But then it's convenient when mom says, "Oh, I'll testify against so and so," right? I'll testify against him. You plea, I will take a plea deal and testify against my boyfriend. I think the mother should have got way more than 15 years. And I hope the boyfriend is sentenced to life without the possibility of parole, right? Do what, honey? Oh, thank you, Sassy Ann. Thank you, sweetie. But I will definitely, let me tell you, I will definitely, um, I'm going to, we're going to do a members only live here pretty soon. And I want to find something, you know, we're going to get it, we're going to get it together. We're going to get it together. Hey, I was going to tell you guys, did I my granddaughter just turned 6 and she has a YouTube channel. It is for children, and it is the cutest thing ever, and I'm not going to show it because, and I'm sorry about that, for the pure fact that she is only 6 and her channel is made for kids. Mine is not made for kids. But if you have any young grandchildren or anything like that, please email me and I will gladly send the link to her channel. I'm just really, I don't know. I told my daughter, I was like, so her, you know, we started out, her comments are turned off, and she's I told my daughter, don't overburden her and let her have fun with it and let her you know, I was like, start her out maybe 10 minutes or, you know, no longer than 15. And um I'm really excited for her. She is the cutest little shit ever. She really is. I've showed you guys a picture of her before. I don't know if I got one because I had one on Facebook that my daughter was showing. Check out our YouTube channel, you guys. Oh, you dropped the link. You dropped the link for the live with Nana's Angels and Charlie. All right, girl, I'm gonna have to read this. With the crazy happenings on a few channels last night, let's not forget that Casey Brunette sent a Snapchat video to Jimbo's son, Age, stating she is safe and why she ran away. Nicolina trolled Ernie, and Ernie trolled you all. In my opinion, him and Charlie are using this poor young lady and her family as pawns in their sick game. I agree with you on that. Nicolina doesn't have Casey. I agree with you on that. The cops didn't show up where Ernie was. Ernie does this all the time. Playing that game to get money and his followers to go into panic mode. Thank you. That's a good way of putting it. Panic mode. Panic mode. Ernie and Charlie know how to get that money. They only care about a person if it benefits them. Ask them a simple question and they go on attack mode, twist your words, and threaten to dox you. That's true. I've seen them do that. I just asked Ernie a simple question about his cancer, and he was taking Evelon for his treatment. Evelon is for vaginal itching and stuff to do with vaginas. That is true. Then ask him what was his oncologist saying. He proceeded to threaten and dox me. He removed the video, but I think he done that because I stood up to him. I told him he had the wrong address and gave him the right one and told him to pull up. Yes, ma'am, you did. You did. Who's Melton John? A lot of people doing kids only content, but they are creeps. Oh, yeah, we're going to be watching her like a hawk. We're going to be watching her like a hawk. I know a couple of you here follow him, but please don't be fooled. He even said multiple times before, your eyes and ears deceive you. So let your God-given heart lead you, which means you see and hear things that aren't true, so your compassion leads you. He plays on your insecurities and traumas. He acts like things that people respect. Military law, protection of children, and just about everything else he acts like he is. Think about the video of him screaming at the guy the other night. Do you really think he is going to go up to a locked door and, hell, hey man, it's locked, and they're going to push the unlock button and let some stranger in? Where was he at when he did that? Guess I ain't kept up with Ernie. So he went up to a locked door, gonna push the lock button, and they're just gonna let a stranger in. Do you really think that the guy whom was on his property would have shipped his ass right then and shot his ass right then and there? The park video has been debunked. Yes, it has. He talks to people who aren't there. He admitted in a live in January 2023, after the taxing video, that it wasn't a mental breakdown. He made pre-recorded videos and plays them on lives and acts like it's current. He is a wanted fugitive on the run, using children as grift to get money so he can fund his lifestyles of running from the law. I realize the truth in this will make some of you mad, but has shown time and time again he does nothing but him and his tigers, and once that usefulness is done, he is done with you. If you think I got anything wrong, bring me a receipt on what I got wrong, and I guarantee you I'll bring you a receipt with his own words showing I'm right. Just remember, as he says in his words, he is a liar for hire, and it's all a movie. He recently said the movie is close to the end. About 2 years back, Charlie went on a panel on Nana's Angels channel. It was a Q&A about Charlie's life. Some of the things he said there doesn't add up with his newest story he said on Ernie's channel. Well, that's because I think he might have just forgot, right? I think he just forgot that he was on Nana's Angels. Please guard your mental health and use your common sense. Do not send him or Charlie money. Stop letting them make a mockery of missing children and everyone's trauma. You don't have to argue with any of them, but please don't believe them. Pray for our children, fellow human beings, and the world in general. Please pay attention and don't let your love for him get in the way. So you guys can check out the Facebook group there, and yeah, the link to Nana's Angels Lives on there. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I'll show you. There's Ori Bell. That's my granddaughter. She is so cute. She's doing makeup. I don't know if my subs remember the time I was at her house. I had went to visit her, and she was like, I was getting ready to go live, and she was like, Nana, let me put some makeup on you. And I was like, you want to put makeup on me? And she was like, yeah, you'll get like 4,000 views or something. It was so cute. It was so cute. She's cute, but she's something else. For real. For real, for real. For real, for real, for real. But thank you, Cotton Candy. Thank you, Sassy Ann. Thank you, Sassy Ann, for the membership gifts. I definitely got to go over and I guess I need to put a couple things on my wish list. So I'll try to get with that, and I don't know. You guys, I have a hard time. I don't know. I'm just weird. I have a hard time. I think throughout my life, and always having to depend on nobody but myself, it's really hard, you know, Even putting my Cash App in my chat that's hard for me. That's hard for me. Because I want you guys here because you want to be here. I want you to enjoy my content because I'm putting out good content. And I know that I've really, really slacked off a lot lately. And I'm going to get my mojo back. I promise I am going to get my mojo back for real. It will happen. And then watch out, YouTube. Watch out, YouTube. I'm going to get my voice better. We need to get back to singing again. I haven't sang a song for a long time. Oh, thanks, Nana. I just don't feel like it sometimes. I mean, I'm really honest about how I feel and stuff. And I know that you guys are very supportive, and I appreciate that so much. But I mean, sometimes it's like I want to be good for you guys. You guys are here for a reason. Not to watch me fuck off all the time. So we'll get it. Yeah, Kirst, you're right. My life got smacked real hard. Really hard. I am. I will do that. I'm going to put that on my list. The Purple Tent song. I will do that. I remember some of it by heart, but not all of it. But that will, okay. I'm going to start getting my focus back and start getting my stuff done. Do you guys remember when I did that? I did that kind of, it wasn't a rap, but I went down the line with everybody in chat and I started putting them into this song. Like, it was really weird. I need to find that. That was really good. So, and I will find the live where I threw a prayer garden off my channel. I will find that because it was pretty funny when I did it. But I'll go back and find that and we'll watch that. Very interesting. I was a feisty that day for sure. So, thank you, Kiki. All right, you guys, I'm going to go. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. We're going to keep talking about these cases. And I've got a couple things already in my mind going on right now. And you guys, please just beware of the intentions of some creators and stuff like that. I'm not saying that they're all bad creators. I always feel like every creator has something a little special they bring to the table. But things have just gotten really, really cray-cray lately, right? Oh, yeah, I did. No, it was, don't ever come over here and psychoanalyze me. That's what I would tell her. Don't ever come to my channel and try to psychoanalyze me. That was a lot of fun. I'll find that. I'll find that. We'll have some fun with it. All right, I'm going to go. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night. Yeah, now I am a snake. I'm a snake. I'm a sneaky snake. That is so funny. I love that one too. My favorite though is Molly calling Justin because they were mad at each other. Do you feel better, Nana, since you had your 2 rants? If you need to have a third one, Girl, you go right on. Because I agree with what you were saying. And I agree with what my friend said on her on our Facebook group. I agree with everything that they're saying. So that's why we all get along so well. For real. All right. Peace out, everybody. Thank you so much. And thanks everybody who donated to me today. I do appreciate that very much. All right. Peace out, everybody.